Hello and welcome to the Elm Park Rolls reaction show to an absolute disastrous result against Wycombe Wanderers. 1-0 defeat, but so many questions to ask there about the manager's decision with that starting lineup, Matt. I mean, what was going on? Get your thoughts in as well.
I don't even know where to start. Today was just nothing good about today's performance, results. I couldn't say someone who particularly played amazing at all. It was just an all around completely let's forget about it and hope it never happens again sort of thing.
It was a shitfest, wasn't it? I can't really put any positive spin on it. You look at the penalty miss from Lucas João. I've got to say, I'm not confident when he's taking him now. That's 3 out of 4. He can't be taking another one, can he, Matt?
No, and I didn't know it was 3 out of 4, actually. I knew it was bad, but not that bad. Didn't Puskás have quite a good penalty record previously?
He scored all of them.
Yeah. So I know he wasn't on the pitch when João got to take the penalty, but I mean, someone's got to take the penalties away from João now. He's not a penalty taker. He's our main striker, and he's a very good striker, but he's not our penalty taker. He just can't be. You can't miss 75% of your penalties. But yeah, I think the lineup tonight wasn't. It was a defensive lineup, which is odd to begin with against Wycombe, and I know we've got some injuries around the place and things like that. But you kind of hope we got a bit more positive than like 5 defenders on the field. McIntyre at left back.
No, it does. We've basically lost to a team that's got 20 points. This is 5th win of the season. And for the last 15, 20 minutes, you wouldn't really have known that they had 10 men. It's really poor display. One player I thought did okay tonight was Ajari, maybe, but in the first half. But then why are we taking off? We need to score. Why are we taking Ajaria and Elise off that pitch? I do not understand that. At night, I don't get what Paunovic was doing tonight. It made no sense to me at all.
I get bringing Puskás on. I don't get taking Elise off. I get bringing Aluko on. I don't get taking Ajaria off. There are different players which we can swap in and swap out. And it's frustrating that you look at, it feels like half the Wycombe squad had ex-Reading in them, and we've lost to players which used to play for us. It's just frustrating.
Yeah, I got to say, João, he didn't have a good game tonight. Forget the penalty was dire again, but it's just, I don't know, he's looking for the easy option when the ball's coming up to him. He's always looking for the free kick now, isn't he? Instead of actually wanting to control the ball. I don't know. At least free kicks were okay. It was slow. It was predictable. We could see that with the lineup. It was never going to be any other way, was it, Matt? It's just, as our worst defeat for a long time, I would say, because Wycombe are really quite poor. Deserved to win tonight. They won. That's fair enough. But they're not a good team, are they? And we won tonight, so that's a fair result.
Yeah, it's a fair result of us losing 1-0. It's annoying, but it's a fair result because we were not playing well. I think João looked slightly isolated up front, and he didn't really help himself, but he looked slightly isolated. I don't think Puskás would have done any better in that role. I was annoyed slightly at how many cheap and stupid free kicks we kept on giving away, especially in the last 10 minutes when we're really chasing the game. And you've just got more slightly pushing someone, and you're just like, guys, come on. He's going to give the free kick. Why are we doing this? It's so frustrating.
I don't understand why it took so long to bring on Puskás as well. It's why are you waiting so long into that game? But you've got to say,
he's fit now. I don't know why we don't play him.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a weird league, the Championship. Bristol City going to Middlesbrough, winning 3-1. But we are in such bad form now. Keeper was not great on the goal, I would say. But then I'd say Holmes wasn't good there as well. He did save the penalty later on, so he could say slightly made up for that. But it's too late, isn't it? Yeah. You're 1-0 down. And the mentality of the players, which we've seen for the last 3-4 years, as soon as we concede that first goal, we look mentally, we don't know where to go, do we, Matt? We just panic and we play horrible football. We had one moment with the Rinomoto chance for the penalty, which was nice, but that was it.
I actually thought Rinomoto was outside the box when he started to get fouled, but that's a separate point.
Doesn't matter now, does it?
Yeah. I think from a mental perspective, we don't look quite as weak as we have done in previous seasons. I don't want to say we're awful mentally, but we never look strong, and we haven't for years, clearly, as soon as we concede. At least we're not conceding 3 on the bounce quite quickly as soon as we concede. But I don't. I feel like the club needs to just employ somebody to just talk mental tactics with the players sometimes, and just go through that, because it's so frustrating. I can't, like, how many times do we go down and then never even pick up speeds and things like that? Because before the end of the first half, we were picking up the pace. We were starting to look good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was great, really. We're going to have the game against Rotherham, aren't we? And it's going to be really tough, isn't it? I don't know how we're going to get any points in that one at the moment. If we can, I've no doubt on that. We still have a decent team, theoretically. But in the last few games, we've looked defensively, poor goals against Millwall and poor goals again against Middlesbrough. And again, a really poor goal. It can't keep on letting in those goals, can we? And expect to get near the promotion spots, because teams will catch us.
And the thing is, you look at those teams of Millwall, Wycombe, Rotherham, we should be picking up 6 points there. If we're wanting to be in the playoff spots, we should be picking up 6 points. And, we might pick up 3 points, and that's no guarantee. If we get 1 point, is that now, stopping the slump? Great, 1 point out of 9. Last week when we all said results went our way because, top of the table lost and those sorts of things, I think we've got to look over our shoulders a lot more now. People outside the playoffs are capturing us, and Barnsley, who are 2 games in hand on us, can catch us.
Yeah, I'm worried now. I'm definitely worried about us, because we look like we're slowly breaking down. And there's things about decisions that Pavlovich is making during games and selections, just starting with 3 defensive midfielders, essentially, and playing them in different positions. I don't think that's a team that's going to keep on pushing on. You're not going to create many chances. And as much as Giles missed the penalty tonight, did he have another opportunity in the whole game? No. And when we're trying to chase the team, chase the match, we're bringing off our 2 most creative players. I don't know. You're right. The shot from Laurent there, Andrew, if that goes in, it is a totally different game. And it can all change around, but it's a worry. You can't be losing to a team like Wycombe tonight. That was a must-win for us, and we've managed to lose it. And we could have lost that 2-0 if Raphael doesn't save the penalty, but I don't feel positive about it, Matt, basically. Nah.
No. And I don't think it's going to change for the weekend, unfortunately. We need to come up with something quickly midweek, I think.
We need Mate to come back, hopefully, at some point, because I think he could make a big difference to the team. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining us. That's a pretty negative 90 minutes there. And yeah, the joy being a Reading fan. Cheers.